Alright, so it's futuristic failings here, and we are presenting Man vs. Machine World Work War, which is based on the premise that AI, over the since the development of digital technologies, has in a sense made human work obsolete and replaced us to some extent, Mac and Android. And in terms of our basic research questions, so which industry workers are going to be losers in the war on work, and how long do they have? So we want to really predict the time frame, whether 10, 20 years, until the AI essentially take over all of our work and leave us unemployed. So in terms of key papers, we have one from Turing, and it's IC World Domination, exploring the motivations behind AI's rise to work, which was published in the Applied Artificial Intelligence journal. Then we have the next one from Siri and Cortana, which I guess you guys would know. So that is Back to the Past, which looks at exploring the economic effects of no machine zones in rural areas. And the last one by the famous Zuckerberg, our human counterpart there, who published this article on a review of AI's rise to power in key industries in the Applied Artificial Intelligence journal. So what's our motivation here? So within the literature, since the rise of robots in the workforce has been very well documented within economics and information technologies, it has become a both social and governmental concern, and postured up some discussions around that. And I guess to the best of our knowledge, no research has provided, I guess, this comprehensive platform of inquiry regarding identifying the cross-section of industries and predicting future involvements. So industries such as finance, health, marketing, etc.
Thank you. So as Antonio said, the idea is to propose a ratio model that this ratio is about employment and the AI, which is taking over the jobs in these 5 industries, which are health, management, finance, tourism, and we can see in audience in future their job may be taken over by robots. And because of that, we call it a war, and it's really serious, and the idea we choose that subject, and we aim to use the data from 3 eras: the pre-digital era, which all of the job was done with mankind, and the automation is growing through this present digital era, and in future AI will take over many jobs. The data we use to we explore data from the US employment statistic, which is publicly published from the US Bureau of Employment, and another data that we need is US industry size, which we proxy that of the industry size as listed firms in the New York Stock Exchange. The tool, the methodology that we use is the model called ARIMA, or Autoregressive Integrated Moving Average, which is a quite new model used in this field. The Mickey Mouse shows that our research is the overlapping of 3 areas, which is workforce, artificial intelligence, and future developments. The new thing about our research is that there isn't any previous research that used our method in this field, and no one before used it in the industry level. There are some research about the general area. So what? So this research may be very important both in academia and industry and social and governmental policies. With having this result of our research, policymakers and future research have a framework and groundwork that can base their decision and future research on. And also this research result bring attention about future risk of the AI and the war, that we call it war law, and the policies and precautions that is required. The contribution of our work is bringing the new perspective to the literature of employment and AI, and is an important part of the puzzle of AI. So the other consideration is the target journal that we are going to get our research published is Journal on Employment and AI. The obsolescence risk is very low. Some societal issues. Competitor risk is medium. There are some active research. It's quite popular area. Result risk is low. Findings which are positive or negative both add important information to the literature. And there are no challenges and ethical reason that it's not believed that it's necessary. Thank you, and if you have any questions.
Okay, thanks very much. Are there any questions? A quick question?